Welcome, flute players. Even though this is a pre-recorded video lesson, I have been so excited to be able to send this out. Today in our flute lesson, we are going to review our first 3 notes. Then we're going to do a little band game called Band Simon. I'll explain what that means in a minute. And then we're going to close by reviewing 2 brand new notes. And we'll also cover those 2 notes in our next music lesson that is live. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't done so already, you can put your flute together. What we're going to do is let's review our 3 notes that we know on the flute so far, starting with the note D. In order to play the note D, we press down our 3 home keys in our far hand, and we press down our second 2 home keys in our close hand. So leave your first finger off and only press your second 2 home keys. So I have 3 in the right and 2 in the top. I leave off my first finger. I also want to press my thumb on the longer thumb key in the back. Go ahead and play your D note. It should sound like this. If you're having troubles creating a clear sound, you can try slightly rolling the flute out or rolling the flute in until you find that sweet spot to create a clear sound. Remember, you only want to blow across the top of the hole. Our second note is C. In order to play C, we only press our first finger in our close hand and your pinky on the pinky key in your far hand. Go ahead and play C with me. Don't forget to roll your flute out and in just a little bit at a time to find that sweet spot to get the clearest sound. If you already know where that sweet spot is, then you don't have to do that. Great job. Our third note is B flat. To play B flat, you keep your pinky and your first finger pressed, but we're also going to add our thumb and our other first finger. So in your close hand, it's first finger, thumb. In your far hand, it's first finger, pinky. Here's B flat. Go ahead and play it along with me. Excellent job. We're going to play Band Simon for our video lesson today. You may or may not have heard of the game Simon, but if you go to a toy store, I don't even know if they still sell them, but when I was growing up, they sold a game called Simon. It was a circular disc type thing, and it had 4 light up buttons on it. There was a green, yellow, blue, and red button. And what the game would do is it would light up one of the colors, and then you had to press it. Then it would light up 2 colors in order, and you had to press them, like red, blue. Then it would light up 3 colors and you'd have to press them in order, red, blue, yellow. And it would keep going and keep going and keep going, and it would kind of test your memory. And so if you got up to like 7 notes or 7 buttons or 8 buttons correct, it would wait until you finally got one incorrect, and then you'd have to start over with 1. We're going to do a Band Simon today. I'm going to play a note on my flute, and I want you guys to echo it. Then I'm going to add a note. I'll play the same note and I'll add a second one and you guys echo. Then I'll play those same 2 notes and I'll add a third one and you guys echo. And we're going to go all the way up to 7 notes today, you guys. So this will be a really big test of your memory to see how many notes in succession you can remember. We're going to start with just one note, however, and that first note is going to be D. So find your fingerings for D. And remember, when we switch from note to note, we're practicing keeping our flute up in playing position and just moving our fingers by feel. So keep practicing that. During Band Simon, it's a great time to practice moving from note to note by feel. My turn first. Here's our first note. Your turn. Excellent job. This time I'm going to play that same note D, but I'm going to add a second note. Your turn. Did you guess my note correctly? It was D, C. Those first two notes were D, C. This time I'm going to play D and C, but then I'm going to add a third note. My turn first. Your turn. Nice job, you guys. I played D, C, B flat. Next, I'm going to play those same three notes, D, C, B flat, but I'm going to add a fourth note. See if you can keep up. My turn first. Your turn. Excellent job. I played D, C, B flat, B flat. This time, I'm going to add a fifth note. Your turn. Excellent job. Those notes were D, C, B flat, C. Did you catch all those? All right, this time I'm going to add a sixth note. So I'm going to play D, C, B flat, C, and then I'm going to add a new note. Your turn. This is a tricky one. Excellent job. If you're keeping up all the way to 6 notes and you have a great memory, we're going to do one more, and this is 7 notes. So those 6 notes were D, C, B flat, D, C, D. Let me say that again. D, C, B flat, C, D. This is our last one. I'm going to add a 7th note. See if you can remember all 7 notes. Your turn. Wow, if you were able to do all 7 notes, congratulations. If you were not able to remember all 7 notes, that is okay, you guys. That is a lot of notes to remember. So I'm glad you were able to at least keep up with a few of those notes, staying in playing position, feeling your way from note to note. That's the whole goal of this game. Nice job. For our last portion of the lesson, we're going to look at some songs from our music book. I'm going to go ahead and play the songs on page 8. I know not all of you are all the way over to page 8 yet, but that's okay. Why don't you turn with me to page 8, song number 16. Number 16 is called Quarter Notes. Lovely title. I think they can come up with some better titles in this book. Maybe something like Epic Dragon or something, or maybe Quarter Note Viking or something. But number 16 is called Quarter Notes. Each quarter note is only gets 1 beat. So as we play, I want you to tap your foot, tap, tap, and that's going to tell you how fast the beats are. At the beginning of number 16, we have 4 quarter notes and then 4 squiggles. Then 4 more quarter notes, then 4 more squiggles. Those squiggles are called quarter rests. It means you just rest for 1 beat each. So that means my first couple notes of number 16 are B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, and then the squiggles. Rest, 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 rest. Then I switch to C. C, 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 and then the rests. Rest, 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 rest. Let's go ahead and play through number 16 quarter notes. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, rest. Switch to C. Rest, rest. Switch to D. Excellent job. You can certainly pause this video to keep practicing that song if it was a challenge. I'm going to go ahead and play number 17, Quarterly Report. Number 17, put your eyes on number 17. I'm going to speak some of these notes because I want you to notice something about these rests. We have D, D, C, C, D, and then we have a squiggle and a box. We just mentioned that the squiggle rest is a 1 beat rest, quarter rest. The box is a 2 beat rest. I don't know why a squiggle is 1 beat and a box is 2 beats. That's just how they've been doing it for hundreds of years in music, so we're going to keep that pattern going. So in that second measure there, I play D, then I rest for 3 whole beats because I have D, rest, rest, rest. So make sure you think 3 rests for number 17. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest. And I'm not going to play the repeat on that one. You can play that one by yourself because this is just a shorter video lesson. Last one of the day, you guys. Let's look at number 18, Hot Cross Buns. This is, in fact, your orange belt song. So if you've already submitted your white belt song, Threezy Does It, and your yellow belt song, Duet Do It, then this is your next belt song. If you have not sent me a recording of Threezy Does It to earn your white belt, then please go ahead and do that sometime this week. If you have not sent me a recording of number 14, Duet Do It, then you can go ahead and try and send me that one this week as well. I'd love to see everyone at least working on their orange belt song number 18. I'd love to see every person in this lesson group finished with 14 Duet Do It, all recorded and all sent in. Here's number 18, Hot Cross Buns. Excellent playing, you guys. If you want to try that Simon game again, go ahead and rewind the video. Otherwise, we're working on our belt songs, getting them recorded, and sent in to me this week. I'll be sending out a brand new lesson schedule, which we will start next week for February. You might be week A, which is next week, or you might be week B, which is in a few weeks. But I'll let you know as soon as I send that email out to your families. Have a great rest of your week.